All right, I know we already talked about the Officer Tatum thing, and I'm going to be honest. I didn't realize we were going to be dealing with more stuff from the whole Kellogg cereal debacle, but apparently cereal is the thing that gets conservatives mad right now. So I guess we're going to talk about Mecharandom for the second time ever, because cereal. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into fan art. So we have an Suris from Ikakus. Thank you very much for that one. And honestly, that is a very mean-looking Suris. Just... this is what happens when somebody says the U word. The anger comes out. And next we have one that is not in their usual art style, but they said they really like the watercolor over the pencil brush from Ghost Chan. And I'm going to be honest, it is because of this picture alone now that I think I might try to get glasses on my character going forward. I'm not even going to lie. And finally, we have another piece from Safwolf, also known as Ara Echoes. This is actually a coloration of a piece that was submitted almost a year ago now. So, yeah, it looks fucking awesome. Pretty much all the fan art looks awesome, but this is next level. So, as always, thank you all for your fan art submissions, and let's get right into the video at hand. Which, well, if you guys remember what happened with Mecharandom last time, you kind of know what we're getting into. Let's go.
Duty Scoop's Cat Litter presents The March to YouTube Domination.
Okay.
Dateline Hollywood. A plucky red-haired beauty hatches her plan to conquer the internet by gaining 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. But she can't do it alone. Only you...
Wait, hold on. So, Mecharandom, I know you've been around YouTube for a while, and you got 62,000 subscribers. You got plenty more subscribers than me. But, if your video has only 1,000 views with that many subs, I think your channel is in a downward spiral. I don't think you're going to get 100,000. I'm not even trying to be a dick. This is just YouTube metrics. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get 100,000 for the same reason.
You can help her in her quest to achieve YouTube greatness. Remember, it's up to you to fight the evils of YouTube suppression and the evil corporations who want to keep you down.
Okay. I mean... You could be a leftist at this point, I guess.
By clicking the like button as we march our way to YouTube domination.
That was weird.
Never mind the frog.
Oh, okay. I need to move my tub. Because I am in front of Mecharandom. I am in front of Mecharandom. This is not good for watching. Hold on. We gotta move. You gotta move. Give me just a second. Boom, we're just gonna move the whole thing. There. You seriously made me move my entire tub. And now we're here. I can't... this is gonna look so weird. Okay, you know what? Just go on with your bad green screen. Let's go.
Dogs, they're turning the cereal gay next?
Alex Jones would be proud.
This is a confusing one. I don't think I need this in my breakfast cereal because I'm an adult and I eat Frosted Flakes now in the open. Remember when you used to hide in the shadows in the 80s and they had all those commercials? Hey, I'm a grown adult and sometimes I eat Frosted Flakes and I'm ashamed for it.
A 40-year-old woman who loves a kid cereal.
That's because okay, look. That's literally just a marketing campaign. Adults were eating cereal all the time anyway.
And I still eat grown adult Frosted Flakes and everything else.
Okay.
What am I talking about? I'm rambling. I don't make any sense at all. I think that's because the world broke my brain. And we don't know why we need pronouns on our cereal boxes.
Oh my god, okay. We're finally at the cereal box thing.
Pronouns on our cereal boxes. I would be a smartass and I named the cereal box. And I give it something filthy to reflect the fact that it's a box. Kellogg's, and this is a real legit news site. We're using San Diego News because that was the only real TV network one that wasn't, Out Magazine or a clearly, like Pride, LGBTQ plus monthly, those sort of... Kellogg's releasing glittery heart-shaped cereal.
Okay, so wait, hold on. This whole thing was her trying desperately to find a news website that wasn't, like, pro-gay. Is that what this basically was? What is with the snapping? I don't know. Bad editing, I guess? Let's continue.
For Pride this year. What if you're somebody like me who's in the alphabet and doesn't really want glittery heart-shaped things in my cereal?
Okay, then just buy a different fucking cereal. That's not hard. What if I am an adult and I do not want marshmallows in my cereal? And then you buy a cereal without marshmallows in it. It's not fucking hard. That seriously is not the hardest thing in the world to do. Just don't buy the cereal then. Because it's never about this. It's never about not wanting a specific thing in your cereal. It's a cereal that is showcasing that gay people in fact exist, and that's making you upset because the only thing you can do is pander to that kind of audience.
You know, I'm one of those girls who's a tomboy and played with stuff like Hot Wheels, and if this wasn't Chroma Keying out, I'm still playing with them now.
Okay, cool. I'm going to be honest with you. As gender stereotypes have become a whole lot less, like, normalized, and as people have started to realize that, like, it doesn't matter on the whole, that's becoming less and less special. I feel as though there's an identity that maybe she's upset about losing, but I don't know. Mecharandom hurts my brain, but let's continue.
I wasn't really a girly girl. That's kind of insulting, isn't it? Isn't it? To have glittery heart-shaped things.
How is that insulting? Wait, what? I feel like my brain just melted like a micrometer. I feel like a layer of my brain, like at least 2 of the wrinkles just smoothed out after hearing that.
Where was the one? I thought this was the one where you could write your pronoun in there, too. All are welcome at the breakfast table with our new Together with Pride cereal coming to the shelves soon. Every box sold, Kellogg's is donating $3. Well, that's a lot of money for $3 of a, $5 box of cereal. Oh, and it's even better. They don't even donate it automatically. You have to go in and upload your receipt to the rewards to make sure the donation even goes through. You gotta sign up for their website where they sell your email address. Ooh,
Okay, so yeah, this is kind of scummy because data is commodification, but on the other hand, you realize that like when they sell those boxes of cereal to the store, that's it. This is no different than like redeeming a box topper. Yeah, the company should be giving those donations just in general. Like, for every box they sell out, they should just go ahead and do the thing. But I don't see how this is really much different than just mailing in a box topper.
Oh, now I want Cocoa Krispies. I think it's getting to be dinner time pretty soon, and I'm going to be doing a cooking stream shortly after this, where we do those from the kitchen. To get away from the office. This stuff. So they make you give...
I have a question. Okay, does anybody else, when listening to Mecharandom, feel like her entire personality's fake? Am I... Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure the easiest way to, like, slap me back for this is... You hide behind a cartoon girl. Who's being fake now? But, like, no, this whole, like, incredibly breathy presentation style, I don't see how this is not a fabricated character.
Your email, probably. You log in, sign up with an email. Collecting points and you get coupons for buying the name brand stuff. When you could just go in and get the Malto meal, the cereal in the bag, it tastes just the same.
And who the fuck? Yes, I get the off-brand cereal too. Who cares? What is the point? How is that even one of the things that we're concerned about here when we're talking about this? Like, you're talking about a gay pride cereal, basically, called, Together We're Better, or whatever the hell. This is this is like Ben Shapiro doing the whole Cartoon Network thing, and then just not talking about cartoons at all.
I'll just buy that and fill up the original box. Your kids will never know. Yeah, so yeah, just donate to the charity yourself if it's really that big of a deal. Kellogg's is just using this to sell your email address.
No, they're not using it to sell your email address. You don't even have evidence of that. Now, granted, it is very likely that they are going to use this to send you advertisements and shit like that, like they generally do, by bringing you over to their website that is layered with shit tons of advertisements for their stuff. They're increasing the likelihood that you will buy stuff from Kellogg's. Yeah, those things are there, but you're literally just saying they're going to sell your email address without any evidence otherwise. Like, that's kind of weird, to just make a claim without evidence. That's kind of strange. But anywho, yeah, I agree. Go buy the cheaper cereal. Go do that, whatever. But what is the actual problem then? Like, what is the actual issue? Is this just making content to bitch? Did you just make this to bitch?
Or market to a gullible public some experimental cereal that they probably made that has nothing to do with the Pride Month.
What? Of course everything they do has nothing to do with Pride Month. It's marketing. Experimental cereal? It's literally all the cereals that they already know about that are not experimental, just chucked into a single bowl. That's like an event thing. Cereal mascots do events sometimes. That's kind of just part of the whole corporate scheme.
They just had laying around and like, oh, what could we do? Because that's why it's all hearts. It's not even rainbows. It's glittery hearts. So what's this supposed to be? Oh, we care. Maybe this was supposed to originally be we care about whatever, this or that or the other thing. So they're like, oh.
So wait, hold on. I agree that this is something that was done to signal to an audience specifically because it is a marketable thing to do. I agree with that. But you're having to sit here and go, no, actually, you see, because of the shape of the marshmallows in the cereal that are glittery, this actually was for something completely different, and it had nothing to do with Pride. Nobody did this because of Pride. If it was Pride, it would have been rainbows. Okay. Again, you're pulling that out of your ass. It can just as easily be that an intern decided that this would be the best way to celebrate Pride Month. Because as a company right now, if you're not doing that, it's kind of a lightning rod for social organizations to look at you and go, well, why aren't you? But anyway, let's just continue.
We'll just market it with Pride Month. And you can write your pronoun on the box. All right, that's not terrible.
No, it's not. Why did you spend 4 minutes bitching about it?
I don't really need it on my cereal, though.
Okay. Then just don't buy the box of cereal. You even said earlier that you would just buy Maltomeal. Go ahead and do that. Fuck.
Do I care? Like, do we care anymore? Isn't this about, like, 30 years too late? This is something they should have done 30 years ago, and just doing it now?
Okay, so am I also living in 2021, the same year Mecharandom's living in, where we are only 10 years after gay marriage got legalized, and also we are only a few months away from, a few months out from when trans people got allowed back into the military? The military being a very good thing to allow trans people to engage in because, well, it is one of the few avenues that guarantees that you will have some kind of medical coverage in some variety, which, if you are trans, is likely something that you need access to on some level. Mecharandom, are you just not living in the reality where that happened? I'm not saying that a box of cereal is going to fix that, obviously. This is just a capitalist marketing ploy, as it generally is. This is a way to sell boxes of cereal. But it's also a good thing. I made the point in the observatum video, and I'll make it again. The point where rainbow capitalism exists, the reason it's a good thing is because, while yes, it is a corporation exploiting your sensibilities for a particular thing, that corporation is going to exploit your sensibilities for everything all the time anyway. That part's not going to change. The part that does change, though, is the visibility of the minority group that they are trying to market towards. And as the visibility of that group increases, it is more likely that companies will need to pander to them in some way, shape, or form. meaning that stuff like this is a sign of a good thing. This is a sign of good things.
Seems a bit regressive, doesn't it?
How is this regress? Wait, do you even know the fucking definition of that word? How is this regressive? If we are living in a society that is accepting of gay people and trans people and queer folk, and that society has a cereal introduced to it that is also, at least on the cover, accepting of these things, how is that regressive? What?
You know, because remember in the 90s, you would see TV shows with gay men adopting babies and stuff just to kind of let people know, hey, you can do this. And
yeah.
Then it got okay, and then it didn't. And then it didn't.
How is the cereal box indicative of that? What? What? How? What? Do you listen to the things you say after you record them?
Because all the wokier than thous started pretending to care more about people than they actually do.
Okay, so I agree with this one a little bit. I not in the way that she's arguing it, though. I do think that there are a group of people, and this happens for both the left and the right. This is not an issue that you find exclusively on the left, who think that they do X, Y, and Z, and it makes them more moral than you so that they are better than you, and they get to choose things for you. As an example, take somebody who is very, very religious, very, very astutely Christian, and they'll argue that they are a more, not all the time, but they can argue that they're more moral than you because they follow the Bible. In their worldview, the Bible is an objective framework for morality, therefore they are more moral than you because they follow the Bible and you don't. So yeah, I agree that these kind of people are a problem. I've literally been talking about them for 3.5 years on my channel, but I don't think we're talking about the same kinds of people, Mecharandom.
Kellogg's releases LGBTQ cereal with room for kids to write their pronouns on the box.
Yeah.
Yes, it is on the top. My pronouns are... Who cares?
Don't you just love when the pronoun joke never changes? Just insert something different into the pronoun area. That's the only way we can joke about pronouns. It's either who cares or fuck you or attack helicopter. But it's always the same one joke.
How about that? Who and cares?
Okay, so let's say you are a child, aged 12 or 13. You are about to approach puberty. And you are sitting there at the table with your parents, and you get this box of cereal because your parents are, they're pretty progressive. They're like, yeah, we'll get it because it makes us feel better about ourselves or some shit. That happens in America all the time, right? Okay. So, your parents, they get you the cereal, and you sit there and you're just, you're AMAB. You're assigned male at birth, but you look there, and you write in your pronouns, and you go, and you try something. You just put in she, her, or she, they, or something like that. And, you just kind of sit there because you've thought about it a little bit. You're about to go into puberty. You kind of don't want to, really, because you don't feel like that's great for you. And then your parent looks at the box, and they see that there, and they look at you, and they look at that box, they look at you, and congratulations. You've actually, effectively, started the conversation about whether or not your gender is actually what you've been saying it is. This could actually be your coming out of the closet moment. Assuming that you've got a somewhat progressive family, which would kind of be a prerequisite for them buying this box, generally speaking, they'd either be progressive or ignorant. It'd be one of the two. So they buy the box, and then this gives you an option to potentially come out of the closet. That seems like a great situation to me. You could sit here as a privileged adult, just like I am, and just sit here and go, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I can think of at least a few situations in which this would be an opportunity for a child to come out of a closet. Moreover, if we need to talk about who cares, Mecharandom, you do. Unironically, you do. Because if you didn't, this wouldn't be content on your channel.
The trailer was trash. The trailer for the Eternals. Oh yeah, we watched the trailer for the Eternals. That was funny. I don't know if I have anything else to say on this other than why hearts? Why glittery heart? Why not rainbows? Why not rainbows? Was that
Hearts for love. Hearts for love everyone equally. There you go. I just did it. I pulled it from the same place you pull all your points out of. Right out of my backside.
too hard to do? Now this is just me going a little crazy here.
What changed?
When real conspiracies become far too outlandish, that's when parody conspiracies look even more like reality. It's time to strap on your headgear and search through the aluminum archives.
What?
I could be crazy,
Yes, you are.
but I really have a feeling that possibly what could be happening with all this pronoun stuff is just so people are able to play Mad Libs without needing to look up what a pronoun, adverb, adjective is,
What?
because we've gotten so dumb as a society, we don't know basic words.
What? What?
I think that might be it. That might not have anything to do with activism or anything. This might be a secret ploy to get people to understand what a pronoun is.
What?
And if it wasn't bad enough that the breakfast cereal,
What?
are they them friendly?
What? Bad enough that they're they-them friendly? What?
I'm terrified to snap it in because these companies, this company specifically, likes to get mad and strike people for talking about them.
No, they don't. What? Have you gotten struck for talking about Kellogg's or Lego? When? I don't. What?
Lego releases new LGBTQ rainbow set, just as blank and faceless as the people who put pronouns in their bios.
Blank and faceless as the people who put pronouns in their bios. Okay. I gotta do it to you. I'm sorry, Jake. You put pronouns in your bio. You're officially blank and faceless. Or me. I have pronouns in my bio. You know, to elicit ad homs. I guess I'm blank and faceless. I'm scared. I'm scared at what I'm seeing from this channel right now, because I understand that the beginning of this played it like, we're going into the aluminum tinfoil hat zone, where parody conspiracies are real. But, like, look, your parody conspiracy needs to be at least somewhat feasible. The whole point behind a conspiracy theory is that it needs to be either completely batshit crazy, or it's gotta sound at least somewhat feasible. And the thing you presented is neither of those things. You just said, maybe people am getting dumber and need English lesson. What?
Aren't they? Aren't they? Just as NPC-like.
Just as I feel like there's 1,000 things I should be saying at this point. Instead, all I have is disappointment. What does this person say? It's Mecharandom. It's Mecharandom. Just as NPC-like. I feel like there's a lot of criticism I could levy here. Like the fact that there's the ability to say that, wait, are LGBTQ people NPCs? Are you literally saying stuff as dumb as the Dawkins Foundation tweet did? But I know that they're talking just about the Lego set. But even with that, I don't see how you get to, yeah, they're just like NPCs. Nobody's actually a fucking NPC.
I mean, if I were a Lego collector, of course I'd probably have to have these. I am not a Lego collector, so I do not. The new set is the Everyone is Awesome set. And it is $34.99. Here's your set. It's got a rainbow. It's like the rainbow M&Ms, isn't it? You've got a stereotype.
The rainbow M&Ms were already...
type hairdo on the black figures, which is racist.
What? That's racist? How? 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 How is that racist? What?
By the way.
It can be considered stereotypical, but I don't think it's automatically racist.
I don't hate the packaging. What would you do with it? You're just standing them there like
in every fucking Lego set! Oh my fucking god! Every Lego set is like this, though. You stand them in place. You put them in a single area. Jesus Christ!
a bunch of little wokier than thou holy roller soldiers. Is that what you're doing? You're just letting them stand there.
Yes, like in a majority. Okay, look. So there's two ways to play with Lego. Okay. There's the freeform way where you're playing with it actively, and then there's the way where you treat it like a model set. This is literally just like a model set. You build it, you set it up somewhere, and you dust dust off of it. Whenever people come over and you want to be like, hey, look at my Lego set. What do I have to do with the Nerf guns? Half the Nerf guns I have, I don't play with because I don't want to. I have Nerf guns that I bought for collecting and Nerf guns that I bought because I wanted to have ones that I could actually modify and mess with. There are some Nerf guns that are not even that great, but I just happened to have them because I loved how they felt, and I was super excited to have them. Literally. This is like with anything. Like, okay, this is like if you bought a box of Magic the Gathering cards, you know that 90% of the cards in there you're not going to use, so you're just going to put them into a box somewhere. And they're just going to sit there. Maybe you'll use them for a game of Pauper. Who the fuck knows? Literally, any and every type of collectible that has a version of play and a version of, like, stand up and model has this potential problem.
And light them all up. It's a cute... That's the type of set you would see in the FYE clearance bin, right? That's where this will be. This will be in the clearance bin with
like every other Lego set gets eventually if it does not sell out.
The unsold diversity toys, like all the rainbow Batmans. Batman. I can't remember what it was. So that's where that's cool.
That wasn't a diversity thing. There's a whole thing where, like, Batman, or the multiple different types of Batman there, the multiple different colors were used, not because of pride, but because they were, like, his fractured mental state.
That's not a pride thing. It's going to go right next to the Pronouns cereal in the clearance section. Because I bet not enough people are going to go and choose to buy this one.
Man, I am so tempted to look at the actual sales of those things after Pride Month is over. And just, because like, remember when No BS did this stuff? Remember, nobody actually wants to buy anything that looks like Brie Larson is going to be in it, because she's a woman, and, well, my dick fell off 10 years ago. You remember that whole thing where, like, he was getting mad at fucking anything that involved Brie Larson? And we did the thing in the video where, like, he said the shit about the comic books, and I went, okay, sure, why not? Let me go ahead and look up what the sales of the comics were. And for the months that the individual comics of Captain Marvel came out, they were hitting, like, within the top 10. Remember that shit? This is the same thing. I would absolutely love it if this just, like, ends up having notoriously great sales. Not because I really care for Kellogg's that much. Again, I buy mostly Malto Meal cereal. But I would love it just to, like, upset this single person on the internet.
Just like every other weird, special, limited edition sort of box. Like, that's all this is going to be. People are just going to pass that over.
Just like every other weird, special, limited edition kind of box? Oh, so it's almost like it has nothing to do with the rainbow hearts you're bitching about?
And it's not even Frosted Flakes. It's just a new mishmash of cereal.
Why would it need to be Frosted Flakes? Just because do you not know that there are other cereal mascots on that box? There's Tony, there's the Apple Jacks guy, there's fucking Toucan Sam, there's the Golden Snaps frog dude, there's the fucking elves, there's the Raisin Bran son. Why does it matter that Tony's there?
And it's not even Frosted Flakes. It's just a new mishmash of cereal. It's not even... So you can't even... What if you really, really love it and you can't get it later?
Okay. Like with all limited edition things, what if you like it and you can't get it later? That is the nature of a limited edition item? We may not like it, but that's literally, like, within their nature? Why would I get a pet? What if I won't like it when they die before me? Knowing that unless it's a turtle, they will. That's the nature of the beast, I guess. Saventer, thank you very much for the follow. Also, my brain's broken.
That's what always really, really annoys me. Anytime they have these limited edition cereals, I just pass them up anyway because what if I like it? Well, then I can't get it again, so why bother?
Wait, so let me get this straight. If somebody gave you an opportunity to go to a restaurant and get a $300 meal, something that at most of your regular places you will never be able to find, but you're going to like a super high class place where you'll get to experience something that it might be the only time you ever get to experience it. Nobody is harmed in the experiencing of this dish. Nothing is bad about this, and you just legitimately go, yeah, I don't want to try it. I don't want to try a new thing. Because what if I'm not able to try it again? You'd literally just deny yourself a unique experience in life because you might not be able to do it again? Somebody offers you a ride into space. I just don't want to go into space. I mean, what if I'm never able to do it again? And? Once in a lifetime things are neat. Go fucking do them. Go have fun. What kind of a pathetic, boring person do you have to be to make the argument, unironically, what if I don't get to do it again? I don't care. I think I know why Mecharandom's channel is not experiencing a lot of growth. If this is the type of content... And shit, all of her videos are like this. All of them. They all are like this. Holy shit. She used to have like 140,000 views on videos. 80,000 views, 90,000 views. What happened here? Did people just get tired of your lukewarm milquetoast takes? What the hell? Like, as a fellow creator on the platform, I don't want to, like, shit on another creator because they're making content that they want to make, but again, the persona feels so fake. I don't know if they're even making content they want to make. I don't know. Mecharandom, please explain. If you see this video, please, what is going on here? You can find, if it is just pandering to an audience that you need to do, there are audiences that are not anti-SJWs that will gladly have another content creator to watch, assuming that you're actually, like, somewhat progressive and this is just because this is the content you've been making for years. I don't know. I'm concerned and confused. But anyway, I guess that's just where we are in life. If you want to support the channel and what I do, Patreon links and shit are in the description of the YouTube videos. If you haven't followed me over on Twitch yet, if you haven't subscribed over on YouTube, maybe you should do those things. Yeah, I don't got anything. Not past that. Insert end of video tagline here. What the hell am I doing with my life?